So let's talk about the excess defense articles, also known as EDA, and how Biden could.
Here's President Biden saying, give me a minute. Just give me a minute. I'm busy. And a bunch of people sent me this video of Chad Scott's in which he talks about the excess defense articles or appropriation, something like that. A program I had never even heard of because I'm not military. I'm not a politician. I don't have a background in either of those spheres. But in this video, Chad Scott gives a great explanation of the EDA and how President Biden can use it to get equipment and ammunition and weapons to Ukraine. And then goes on to pose the question, why isn't Biden doing that? Now, I want to point out here, Chad's a professional that I have a great deal of respect for, and I'm always extremely flattered when our names get mentioned in the same sentence, as many of you have done. But I'm not an expert. I just listen to the experts, and everything that I'm going to say now is speculation based on what I understand. First of all, he is doing that. Chad actually makes the point in his video that in the case of Ecuador and Greece, equipment is being swapped out. The Ecuadorians are getting new helicopters. Their old Mi-17s, which is the export version of the Mi-8, are being shipped to Ukraine. The Greeks are getting new equipment, and they're sending their old air defenses to Ukraine. Beautiful. But as I understand it, there are caps on this money. There's only so much of this that he can do. And he's got more to worry about than just Ukraine. He's got Taiwan. He's got Israel. He's got Gaza. He's got Iran. He's got Venezuela. The list goes on. And there might be other occasions when that's needed. Then there's right, and he's got to husband it. The same is true with the Presidential Drawdown Authority. By my calculations, he's still got $4.4 billion in presidential drawdown authority that he can draw on. But if he shoots his load with it, it's gone. And not only that, if he does that, it gives Congress an excuse not to act. Congress, that we've got a series of checks and balances in the United States. Congress is supposed to control the purse strings. And that way you don't get a dictator who can run rampant with the budget and buy his way to everything. Congress has a job to do. They've got to align behind the president when it comes to foreign policy. By not just exercising his authority unilaterally, what President Biden is doing, I believe, is he's forcing Congress to grow up and to take responsibility for what they're supposed to be doing. Now, look, there's no way that Biden could have known that the Ecuadorians had helicopters and they wanted new ones, or that the Greeks had this and wanted new that, right? He had to put together a team. That team had to go out, that foreign policy team had to go out, talk to our allies, find the right opportunities, and then make them happen. That's the kind of consensus building that democracies are built upon. We don't just need Congress to pass the financial aid package, the foreign aid package, because they're the ones that control the purse strings. We need Congress to pass the foreign financial aid package because it's their job. It's what they're tasked with under the Constitution of the United States. And it shows the world that we are united in the defense of our allies, that we will not sit idly by or get so tired after 2 years of support that we abandon them, which is exactly what the Chinese want to believe. It's what the Iranians want to believe. It's what the North Koreans and Venezuelans want to believe. We can't let them believe that. Congress has to step up and do its job. And I believe that by husbanding the few resources that the president has, he's forcing Congress to do that very thing. And that's my take on it anyway. I'm certainly interested in any feedback that anybody has. Thanks.